Welcome to our masterclass, where we explore the psychological impacts of college admissions decisions. We'll delve into why students might crave a college more after being waitlisted, the emotional roller coaster of acceptances and rejections, and challenge the misconception that a college offering more scholarships might be less desirable. Learn about the psychological traps and how to navigate them for a healthier college decision process. Download our emotional response to admissions outcomes for strategies to manage these feelings. Let's begin with the basics. Getting accepted into college can be validation and joy. It confirms that your hard work paid off, but it can also lead to new pressure. The pressure to perform, to live up to expectations, and to prove that you deserve your spot. Rejection, on the other hand, can be a blow to confidence. It might lead to self-doubt, frustration, or even embarrassment. But rejection also has potential to spark reflection and resilience. Some students use it as motivation to grow, pivot, or explore new paths they hadn't considered. Recognizing and naming these feelings is a vital first step. Use them as data, not definitions. They inform your process, but shouldn't dictate your worth. If you've been waitlisted, it's common to suddenly want that school more than any other. Why? It comes down to the psychology of the scarcity effect. We tend to want what feels just out of reach. Limited access makes the opportunity feel more valuable. Cognitive dissonance. To resolve the discomfort of not being admitted outright, you might unconsciously elevate the school's appeal to justify your continued interest. By the time you're waitlisted, you've already imagined yourself there. That emotional buy-in creates deeper longing. The important thing is to acknowledge this for what it is, a psychological response. It doesn't mean the school is the only place where you'll thrive. Keep your heart open to other options and try not to romanticize what remains uncertain. Let's now explore a common misconception that colleges offering large scholarships must not be that good. This line of thinking often stems from something called the snob effect, where exclusivity is seen as synonymous with value. But in higher education, that assumption can be very misleading. Some colleges use merit scholarships to attract top talent. Others focus on socioeconomic diversity, offer need-based aid to create access and inclusion. Offering more doesn't mean lesser. It often means they value your presence and want to invest in you. Financial generosity can be a sign of an institution that prioritizes student support. Don't let bias blind you to opportunity. Instead, look at what you'll receive in return: education, experience, mentorship, and outcomes. When admissions decisions arrive, emotional regulation becomes just as important as academic decision-making. Here are some steps to keep you grounded. First, acknowledge your feelings. It's okay to feel disappointed, confused, or overwhelmed. Reframe the experience. Being denied isn't the end. It might be a redirection toward a better fit. Balance enthusiasm. Celebrate acceptances while keeping options open. Find support. Don't process this alone. Speak with trusted mentors, family, or counselors. You can also download the Emotional Response to Admissions Outcomes Guide to walk through reflective exercises and gain perspective. The hidden architecture of admissions decisions. Sometimes being waitlisted or rejected has little to do with your qualifications and more to do with the school's internal targets. Let's take a behind-the-scenes look. Geographic diversity comes in first. Colleges strive for national and international representation. If your region is overrepresented, that can affect outcomes. Legacy and donor influence. Children of alumni or donors may receive preferential treatment to sustain institutional relationships. Then there's socioeconomic balancing. Schools aim to maintain a mix of income levels. Pell Grant targets or first-gen initiatives influence who gets admitted. Then there's athletic recruitment. Spots are often reserved for recruited athletes, even in academically rigorous schools. Departmental needs. If one major is under-enrolled, waitlist admits may be skewed to that area. Don't forget about yield management. Admissions offices try to predict who will say yes. Sometimes waitlisting is a strategy to control enrollment numbers more precisely. All of this to say, it's not always about you. It's about institutional needs that are rarely visible from the outside. That's why you must separate your self-worth from the outcome. College decisions are deeply personal, but they don't have to define you. Understanding the psychology behind your responses and the institutional realities at play can empower you to move forward with clarity and confidence. Remember, the goal isn't to get into one particular college. It's to find the right environment where you can grow, thrive, and succeed. You have more control than it may seem, especially over how you respond. Download your emotional response to admissions outcomes guide for strategies, journaling prompts, and helpful tools for navigating this moment. Stay rooted in your value. The right path has a way of revealing itself when you let go of the noise.